Alright guys, yes I am recording, but yeah, like I said, welcome back to more LA Noire.
Gentlemen,
Let's continue this case and finish
Phelps
it up.
Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
Oh, screw you, man. Alright.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Alright.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Trophy earned, round heels. Alright.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think
You're
you
hiding
know where
something.
the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
You're so full of it.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused.
Alright, the fan needs to stay
She
on.
picked some night to push him over the
It's
edge.
too hot.
I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North. God knows I had to send her home with enough cabs to come back.
Alright.
Waitress. Can I have another spoon?
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? The spoon was just starting to warm up nicely.
Oh, there we go. Telephone right there.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
Hang on. Okay, there we go.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharp as my investigatory instincts, folks.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job of a healthy, thirsty friend.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze and the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor. Our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Yes, that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Oh wait, I just recognized Rusty. Rusty is the same detective. If you guys pay attention, go back to the first video I made of this. If you notice, Rusty is the same detective that was on the case, that was on your first case that you did, of the guy that was killed in the alleyway, the African-American guy that was killed in the alleyway. He was one of the homicide detectives that left when you got there as a policeman. That's shocking. Completely forgot that. Just noticed it.
I'll try the back door. Right here, sir. Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
What's this? Ooh, another newspaper. Let's get some backstory.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
Fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
Deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Oh, that took a turn. There's 13 newspapers in this entire game, huh? What? Oh, right here.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Alright. Hold up. If you sober up...
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
If you sober...
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being
If you sober up, you can find me at apartment 2, 1050 Huntley Drive. Alright. From Jacob.
One of my exes drank like this and be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, fellas. I get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
Think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit. You got another thing coming, Buster. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 and 142 North View.
Oh, there's something inside the house that I'm missing. Right around here.
Tiffany. The rest of this stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
I don't think this is anything.
Regular Amelia Earhart. The ring looks distinct.
Alright. Oh, there it is. Found the clues in this area. But yeah, guys, if you play this game, you'll notice that it's easy to find clues. Because just walk around, and while you're walking around, when you're like either on top of or past a clue, you'll feel your controller vibrate real quick, like, and that's your clue that you either passed a clue or on top of one. So you press X or A or whatever other button. Anyone home? Oh, hey, there's a neighbor.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered.
Murdered? Oh my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but let's just see what he has to say.
Seems like a decent guy.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
Yeah, for my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, so probably deserved it. Skipper says bring him in. Keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Okay, fellas, we go in hard. Follow my lead. Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh my
for
God.
RKO, Sal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
She's...
We're gonna have a look around, and we'll talk.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
Alright, let's have a look around.
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old lady. Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't exactly seem like something. But yeah, sorry guys if you hear the humming or buzzing of the fan going, like right here. It's on its lowest volume. I don't keep on the highest volume because then it would be overpowering the sound of the game.
Size 11s.
Nope, we're looking for a size 8. Oh, and that's all the clues, huh? Alright. But yeah, sorry guys if the fan, if you could, because I watch my recordings before I upload them. I know the fan, you can hear it, but it's not too overpowering. That's why I always have it on the lowest volume. I mean, man, if the weather was cooled down a bit, if the weather was cooled down a bit, I wouldn't even have to have the fan on, period. But, oh well, it is what it is. Yeah. When it cools down, I'll turn it off, and that way you guys will be able to hear the game. You won't have to worry about a fan. Motives of victim.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night?
Bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Club owner McCall reporting telephoning Jacob Henry repeatedly. Alright, let's go with that one.
We know she went to the Bomber Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I don't have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look. Sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later. Right around 9.
Motive for murder.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
But yes, you are lying.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Yes, I do. The death threat.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, kid. Now you got fed up with your wife, and now you figure kill her. Bury all the credits.
Kill my own wife?
It was a loss of the tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jake.
Oh,
You're
hell
awful
no.
hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr. Henry.
Ooh.
What's this bunker?
Ugh.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. Check for messages. Keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on the owner for that vehicle? License was Boy 8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered
That's
owner
nice.
is one Alonso Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
All right.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Mendez's apartment. Let's go to Central Police Station.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, fellas. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Okay then. Oh, that car, it belongs to Mendez. Yeah.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment on films?
No, sir.
Good. I thought. Jacob Henry is a sub-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to see an absolution. Are you prepared to show him this revision first?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. Bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from your jail. Run along now, folks. Everyone will go nicely.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam. You lie to me, I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
Liar.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her, dragged her into the car, and then took her out to the moors. She woke up, and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No. No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
Husband's alibi. I'm looking for... I bet that's...
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird. She never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. When I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic, I did better than my father did. I worked hard for him. That's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. I was never going to get nothing.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
I need a reason.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, nothing. A couple love each other equally and everything's roses. There's the other. The one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me. Love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to.
All right.
The marriage was over. He took her in and she threw it back in his face. He didn't do it. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
Liar.
It was falling apart. Things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Jewelry. Oh, here we are. Marital problems.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her. All right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? It took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. In that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
We can still pull down a conviction for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez guy.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. A 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Huh, that's pretty messed up. I hope he never told his daughter that. Really messed up. I really hope he never told his daughter that. Really messed up. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Mendez, apartment 16. Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Seems irrelevant. Doesn't look like anything. This isn't what we're looking for.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene. Brothers could match the color and brand of the body. Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there! You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive.
Are you?
God damn it, get after him, Cole. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
I need something to soothe this pain, to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend him off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
He was a really nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We had the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Assume it's going to be another naked. Hey guys, welcome back.
I was first on scene.
Hey guys, welcome to more LA Noire. It's a new case, the Golden Butterfly, and I'm assuming it's going to be another naked body. So, turn away at your own discretion.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you. You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reported.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
There she is.
The stopping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail in Copycat 1 was there when it started.
Yep, it's another naked body, so warning now, if you get squeamish, turn away.
Signature mark is very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back in the lab and get back to you.
Oh, whoops. I meant to keep investigating.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
What's this mark? Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. Wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Very disturbing.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
The motive was robbery. Why not take the money?
Well, that's it for all the clues.
RNI says that Deirdre Mahler at 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo.
I tell you. Grab the husband, take him downtown and work him up. Have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Ooh, Rusty ain't got nothing to say to that one, huh?
You can drive.
Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Because you're civilians, not a police officer. That's why.
And where exactly are we going? There still might be some play in the boyfriend.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye goes dead.
This conversation is over.
All right, let's question whoever comes to the door.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon.
Oh, it's a little girl.
What's your name?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back in just a second.
Hold on.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
There we go.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body. No sign of a wedding ring.
Oh, there we are. What size are you? Ooh, size 8. It's not good.
Size 8.
All right.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy's trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle. Your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
Ring, watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle. This may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
May chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band, a matching diamond group engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elkin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. I was makeup with it.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mom was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while.
What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Really? Because you just told me the opposite.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just once. She said she was leaving never to me again. No approach, but to make up for it. I was working on butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, God damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugh.